Hello team. Uh, you all are probably wondering why Chris has put this video of himself on the radiology internet page, and I can explain. For several weeks now I've contemplated the idea of putting together a department newsletter um, to keep everybody informed about what's going on. It's probably my greatest challenge with the number of people in our department and everybody working after hours and PRNs and just different things to keep everybody on the same page week to week about what's going on in the department. We're all the time doing something new, trying to improve different things. So my goal is to keep everybody informed. So the purpose of this video, instead of doing a newsletter where people may or may not read it, I want to do a weekly video. It's going to be posted on the internet page just like this one every week. I'm going to try to do it beginning of the week, and that way everybody has the opportunity from your various areas to click on it, hear what I have to say. I'll try to keep it 2 to 3 minutes long. This one's going to be longer, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. But week to week, I think 2 to 3 minutes is about all it would take to be able to just stay updated on whatever relevant topics there may be. So that's what this is. So today is July 8th, 2015. First thing I'm going to mention is overhead pages. I want to make sure that everybody is able to hear overhead pages in your area. Code pinks, code S's, code T's, all those things are things that you need to hear whenever it goes off. Code pink specifically is something that I want to make sure we are complying with. Code pink, our code pink policy, it states that radiology will man both the back entrance at CT/MRI, and by doing that, monitor the door coming out of same-day surgery. So be sure you're watching that window and watching that door. But also the entrance into the main department. So whenever a code pink is called, that is what we have to do. Wherever you are, if you're able to go, go. If you need to have a student stay with your patient, if your staff's short or whatever, just make sure that we are complying with that. We definitely do not want an instance to where an infant or a baby or a pediatric patient made it out of the building without being stopped, which is the purpose of Code Pink, for safety. Code T's obviously is important, and Code S is also specifically for the CT and rad techs. That is very important to hear. So overhead pages, if you're not able to hear overhead pages in your area, mox me that information and let me work with Plan Ops to get that corrected. So that's that. Enough about that. New hires. August 3rd is our next orientation for the hospital for new employees. Want to update you all. We have a PRN ultrasound technologist that's going to be joining us. You've probably seen her working in ultrasound, Marion. Excited about bringing her on the team. I think she'll be able to help with a lot of the call and just ultrasound needs some help, especially specifically after hours, and being able to cover some of that. So that is something that is coming up with. She'll be going through orientation. Also, a couple of PRN rad nurses that will be shared between radiology and cardiology. That's new, to give Leanne some support, and also to give her some backup. So that'll be exciting to have. Also, a potential PRN CT technologist. So that will be coming up August 3rd. So I'm just wanting to try to keep everybody updated on some of the staffing, new team members that we'll have coming on board. Another thing, I haven't said it a whole lot, but telemetry boxes. We really need to make sure that we are putting telemetry boxes back on patients after their imaging study. I know that we have to take the telemetry off, but it's on there for a reason. The cardiac activity is being monitored upstairs at tele, so we want to make sure that we're not just wrapping up the box with the wires and putting it in the bed with the patient and then for a period of time that patient's not being monitored. So we need to make sure we're putting those wires back on, those leads back on the patient immediately after the exam. If you have questions about it, let me know. If you need training on how to do that, let me know. There's some, you know, a little color-coded thing on the box itself that will show you where to stick the leads, but I want to make sure we're doing that. It's important. So no exceptions with that. PowerShare. You guys know that I'm an advocate of PowerShare. I know I have fired off so many moxes trying to push everybody to make sure we're using it for all it's worth, and I'm going to continue doing that. Fairview Park is identified as a best practice with PowerShare. We're just doing a great job in integrating that into our process. I want to continue doing that. We need to make sure that we're monitoring the connections, not burning CDs for patients for facilities that we need to send the CDs to that are already connected to us. We don't want to be burning CDs, and if we don't have to, we don't want to be receiving CDs if we don't have to. Make sure you monitor, make sure you watch the back of that logbook, that CD logbook that I put at both burners, and to see the updated contacts or facilities that are now connected with us. So if you have questions with that, let me know. I'm going to update that list every week so you're able to see which sites have been added. We've got Dr. Stephanus coming on. We've got Dr. Biani coming on. So a lot of these offices, these outpatient offices that you burn CDs for, I want to continue to push it to where we're not burning CDs. It takes up so much of our time if you look at how many CDs we burn and how much time it takes to handle these CDs. It pulls you away from patient care, and that's what we're here to do. If we can avoid all that, we want to do it. So I'm going to continue pushing for that, and I appreciate you have no idea how thankful I am that you all have been so engaged in that. So thank you for that, and let's just continue to push it. Scan and HR documents. Make sure if you've got a renewal in your CPR, your ART, that document, that card, copy of that card is uploaded into HR. Technically, you are not renewed in our HR system until that card is there. I am posting I'm going to put the file for the instructions how to upload that document on this page. It'll be in the forms folder on the top left corner of the page, which would be up there. And just make sure you go in there and look at those instructions and get your card uploaded if you've got a certificate that needs renewing. Strokes. Our stroke committee met. One thing I want to make sure everybody knows, specifically the RAD technologists and the CT technologists, is that in the event of a stroke, the ED is supposed to be working with us as far as letting us have access to the patient immediately post CT to get the portable chest, so we don't have to follow them back to the ED to get that portable chest done. Make sure we're doing that. It is time sensitive. 45 minutes, just like CT, is the goal for chest x-ray order to results back. So make sure we're watching that. Make sure you're watching it on your RAISE tracker to where it gets dictated timely. So that's that. Capital budget is another thing that I want to make mention of. Capital budget request is time for that. So if you have equipment needs or a suggestion or any kind of anything that I can add to the capital budget request, please do that. Over the past years, you all know that we've gotten been approved for several pieces of equipment that we needed, and I want to continue that. The digital portable was one of those, and I am so excited about that digital portable. I've heard you guys rave about it and how much easier it is. Specifically, I would say for the morning portables, night shift, and see, I do think about you guys. The morning portables, and if you have positive feedback about that digital portable, please mox that feedback to me. I would like to share it with our administration, just so they know that it's being used to our advantage, and it's very, very helpful for your workflow. But any other things that you think that we need, please mox those things to me. Fair warning access tool. Let me explain what that is. That is a HIPAA compliance generated email that if you access your record in any way, if you go into it under your login and let's say I'm having a CT and I want to just enter in my requisition, enter in my order, I will get an alert, an email saying that you've done that, and you're not supposed to do that. So don't access your record in any way. Don't even type in your name in the field in Meditech. Definitely don't view your results, obviously. Everybody should know that. But just be aware of that, and just make sure that you're not doing that. So with that being said, thank you all for watching this video all the way through. I know it's interesting to see me on the video, I guess. But just the purpose of this is to keep everybody informed about what's going on. The after hours team members, the PRN team members, I just want everybody to stay on the same page. I think we can only function as best as we possibly can if we're all on the same page and all have the same focus. So this is just a method to be able to hopefully keep us in that place. So Paula, Donna, Carnegie, Tigist, Chantel, Nancy, Jenny Ray, Rocky, you guys, I know I don't see you near as often as I would like, but this is a way for you to remember what I look like, I guess. And I will see you guys on the next video. I'll see you in the hall. Appreciate you again for watching. Thanks.